One.
Hello, today we are going to speak about similes. Now, similes are a way to help you describe certain things. It is usually a comparison between two things, two very clear things. Um, and the way you can detect similes are usually by finding the word as and like I have shown here on the document. Now, these two words are usually an indication that two things are going to be compared. Um, when you compare things, it gives your description a more vivid and more interesting aspect, and that is very important to engage your reader. So when you are writing different text in class, then think about how you can include and use similes as part of this. Now, what we're going to talk about first is how we can make sentences more interesting or descriptions more interesting. So, for example, up here you can see that I put a sentence called "The baby was cute." Now, that is quite a boring sentence because it doesn't really tell us anything about how cute this baby is, or like, is it just normal cute? Is it very cute? What is it? So, therefore, we can add a simile. Now, a simile are usually quite regular and often used. Simile is as cute as a kitten. Now, kittens are usually seen as quite cute, so therefore it's a good comparison to make to a baby. Now, if the baby was not very cute, of course, then you wouldn't use this kind of simile. Now, when we add this in, we compare the baby, the subject or object here, with the kitten here. So therefore, we say that the baby was as cute as a kitten. Now, therefore, we have indicated that we think that this baby is really, really, really cute. Now, we are not saying that the baby is the kitten, because that is completely different. Okay, very good. Now, some examples of what you can use here is, for example, you were as brave as a lion, and he is as strong as an ox. That guy is as naughty as a fruitcake. Or watching the show was like watching the grass grow. Now, here you will see in all of these examples that we have these different words, like, for example, as brave as a lion. He is as strong as an ox. The guy was as naughty as a fruitcake. And in this one, we have a different one, we have like. So, watching the show was like watching the grass grow. These are all examples of different similes and how you can use these. Now, they're also used in many, many, many different ways. So it's not only in school that we are going to use these, but loads of different companies and different writers and songwriters have used these over the time. So, for example, Honda, when they have made some of their slogans, is that a few years back they had the Honda's ride is as smooth as a gazelle in the Sahara. Now, they have used a simile in their slogan as saying that the Honda's right. So when you're riding a Honda or driving a Honda, it is as smooth as a gazelle in the Sahara. The Beatles used similes in their songs as well. Like, for example, "It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog." Again, here we see the simile down here. It's like a dog. They're comparing themselves to how hard they have been working like a dog. Robert Burns have also, in his poems, used similes. So, for example, in his Red Rose, he say, "Oh, my love is like a red rose," and he's also saying, "Oh, my love is like the melody." Again, here two examples of how you can use similes and how other people have used similes. Now, often similes and metaphors are mistaken for being the same thing. They are not the same. Similes are, as we have just talked about, an example where you compare two different things, and a metaphor is not. You're still comparing something, but it's done differently. So, as we talked about, the simile is actually using as and like to compare something. So, for example, she was like an angel. Now, if something is like an angel, we are saying that it's actually not an angel, it's just like an angel. Now, that is a simile. That's how you use similes. Now, metaphors are actually going in and directly saying that an object or subject is something. It's still a comparison because they might not be that comparison, but they're saying it directly out. So, for example, she was an angel. She was an angel is a metaphor and not a simile because there's no as and there's no like. So those two are very, very important. Okay, very good. Hope to see lots of similes in your new writing.